This is about to go spectacular or terrible. And I don't know which one I think it'll go. But I am in it for the long one. I played one game. It did not go well. Then I was like, maybe I'll wait like an hour because it's been a month since I played. And decompress because that certainly was a game. Yeah. Dude, this guy was being so toxic to me too, man. For no reason. Ruined my day. I'm kidding, he didn't ruin my day, but he was being very mean. I don't like mean people. I just wanted to hop on the game. It's okay. Fortunately, I will be holding back other teammates from now on. And being yelled at for other reasons now. And feeling slightly better. Oh my goodness. You know, I was thinking about something the other day. And I went out, I sat on a bridge, and wait, this sounds ominous, hold on. Essentially, I was just reflecting on the idea of nostalgia. And I think when I was standing there and looking at the sky, I felt a sense of nostalgia from my childhood. And I was just reminiscing on that nostalgia. Simultaneously, I felt like this looming emotion just cloud over me. And I thought to myself, why am I suddenly feeling this way? And it wasn't until after I had processed how I consistently connect my emotions to memories, and those memories are usually tied to either pictures or sound or feelings. And growing up, I'd always stare at the sky. It's like my biggest hobby. And I had seen a scenery that reminded me of a time back when I was really not feeling the best. And in that moment, I was struggling to separate the feeling of nostalgia from actually going back to that point in time where I was feeling very down and depressed and just not well. And I was thinking like, it's important, I think, to be able to make that separation because on one hand, I had a sense of warmness that came with the nostalgia, but it was also paralleled with a sense of that looming, dark and cloudy feeling. And I recognized that I could still enjoy that moment of nostalgia without delving back in that same mental space that I was way back then, and being able to separate the two actively so that I can still enjoy that nostalgia but not feel like overwhelmed by it. Anyway, my silly little rant. I have a feeling that these games are going to be real rough, I'm not going to lie. Based off of how the first couple games went. Let's get this dub. Oh, I gotta turn you up. Oh, there you go. You sound better now. Nothing, eh? Oh, there's a guy here. I'm gonna be so upset. Wait, where'd that guy? How did I die? I didn't see the second guy. I saw a sky, but I didn't see Brim. I was like, where am I getting shot from? Interesting. Well, that was fun. Very, very interesting. I probably don't want to go dig. I can get a kill here. It's huge. This would be huge. Oh, no one's coming. Oh, that's so sad. They probably trip flanks. Wait, that raise killed their sky. Bro, really? Dude, that's devious, bro. Oh my god. He scared me. I've gone B twice. It's kind of up in the air what they do. If they go B one more time though, I'm just gonna play quick rotate. Because then it might just be a preference. Smoke say, smoke say, smoke say. Planning. $120 right now, 120. Oh my god. I trolled. Nice. Dude, my shot on the Cypher was bad, and then my shots on Reyna were also bad. I refuse to change the sense though. Actually, what should be changed is this mouse pad I'm using. It's like a fast pad, and I'm not really a fan of that. This sense at least. It feels like my arm is slipping a little bit. Nice. Well played, guys. That guy didn't clear shower. Very interesting. I was expecting him to, but he did not. Or at least Cypher should have called it. Where's the else from? They don't peek shower. Yeah. Two site, two site. Nice job. Watch a shower. Forty race, 40 race. Nice job. Ooh, I'm griefing. Going for my gun, going for my gun. Shower, shower. Oh my. Into. No, wait, I have no money. Why am I so poor? It's also just not an angle I should be running. Are you just sitting long? Both TP, both TP. Mood. I feel like they hate me. Yo, what is happening here? Oh wait, that's last, just kill him. I have Reyna. Absolutely. Oh, we'll just play together. Yeah, I killed him. Yo, I griefed. That would have been an easy play. Indeed. Yo, I griefed so hard. I griefed so hard. Where do they usually come long or short? See nothing. Yeah, rotate. What the fuck? Wait, what is Brim doing, bro? Brim is spawn. Brim is our spawn. Dude. Nice. This guy should have killed me. I whiffed on this guy so hard. Yeah, it was last round. I like B. I'm gonna updraft and go towards elbow. This is one gap. One oh four cipher, 104 cipher. Yeah, he's one shot elbow. Cypher one. Maybe got healed. Indeed. You all sound like robots to me. Everybody's voice is lagging. It's close. $115. That guy's one. Into. Burmese Molly. I TP'd, bro. Bro. What? U-Haul, U-Haul. Dropped. He's like, hey, I died that round. I mean, killing this guy might be easy, I'm not gonna lie. He usually stands right in front of the TP. I think it was the left. I shot the right. Wasn't there. He's right side now. One close to shower, Sky. TP1. Oh wait, that's us. What happened? Nice job. Maybe like B. Maybe like B. Wait, don't hold the body tour up. Close B. Yo, backside, backside, backside. It's just such a weird angle to play. Honestly, well, that time I should have wrapped. In the smoke, in the smoke, in the smoke. Oh my god. Dude, getting angry isn't solving any problem. Two times. There you go, elbow. Good flash, Gecko. They have a lot of ults. Let's try to bait. Let's try to bait some. How many? $78, $78, $78. Into. Pocket. What do you mean, y'all? You're on the team too. Relax. If you want to win, you're going to participate as a team. You're going to say IGL, y'all, like you're not on the same team, bro. If you want to IGL, IGL. But don't complain about it because we're all trying to win. Like, you're acting like you don't want to win. If you think you IGLing is going to make us win, then IGL, bro. Dude, relax, man. You're so cool, Cypher. Bet you have a lot of friends. We're chilling. So what do you want to do, Cypher? Then why are you talking? Why are you wasting your breath? Bro, he gets paid to play this game, clearly. This is his job, bro. This is his job. He gets paid to play. He makes money off this game, bro. He makes money off this game. Dude, that is funny. No? And I team MVP. Is that not hilarious? Dude. The fact that I team MVP too. It's crazy. Wait, one more. Why is this guy talking like this? Very, very interesting. Anyway, back to what I was discussing about like nostalgia. I feel like more and more recently I've been trying to capture these moments of nostalgia. For example, like me playing in chess tournaments, me going out of my way to just revisit spaces or just moments that I have good memories of. And trying to just regain that same sense of warmth that I had back then, because it's hard to tell with the thing about me being like a romanticist and I'm constantly romanticizing the past, is that it's hard to distinguish between what I envision as like a nostalgic memory or if I'm just romanticizing the moment. But I'd like to think that in those times where I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be like a moment that I remember for the rest of my life for whatever reason, sometimes I just know. And it's hard to say if that's just hindsight. If I'm doing hindsight analysis, I'm being very biased with that, but I'd like to think that it is true that in those moments when I'm building important times and experiences, that I'm recognizing that, oh, this is life, like this is something that I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life. This is a moment that I don't think I'll ever forget, and a moment that perhaps I'll look back on fondly when I'm on my deathbed. That's not that sounds maybe a little, I don't know, maybe that's a little too much as far as what I actually think. Like I'm not always thinking about death, but what I mean to say is that like I'm just trying to communicate the significance on how I perceive those moments, because to me they are quite significant. I'd like to think, at least, in their own ways, which makes me happy, just being able to have those moments and trying to recreate those moments. Like one of those core memories is like just having, it's gonna sound like the most monotonous thing, and it just seems so mundane and like so normal, but to me it was so significant. Just having my AC on full blast and just like binge watching anime when I was a kid. It There was just something about it that stood out to me. And being able to go out and skate in between watching episodes, and I'd just be like binging, going out to skate, coming back in, freezing cold in my room during summer. That was the one thing. Oh my goodness, I was in my mind like my room had to be like this certain temperature, otherwise I couldn't focus, or otherwise I just I don't know what it was. No, I know what it was. It was me saying to myself like I'm preparing for the winter while trying to live in the summer. It's so silly, but I loved it, you know? And I miss those days when it was just easy. Came home from school, was able to just kick back, do my homework, or not even do my homework, just like watch the latest seasonal anime, and then I'll do my homework after I wake up at like 5:30. I had such a core routine. I was always waking up at 5:30, doing my homework, watching the latest episodes, and simultaneously trying to get ready for school. Those were good days. And part of what I struggled with is that as much as I can say to me now like those were good days, absolutely at the same time those were also times where I was not feeling the best. And there was a lot going on in my life, and so it was like balancing the tragedy with the small glimpses of joy that I had and that I was able to trying to bro it's good, and trying to just like, yeah man, our cipher was having a mental breakdown. Yeah, he was something. I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry, my team was asking me a question. But yeah, I I just I feel very warm when I think about those memories. But I also recognize the fact that those were points in my life where I just was not happy. And perhaps maybe that is true, that I was taking it for granted even then, trying to chase something that I didn't necessarily have, but something that I knew to be true. That I kept wanting to revisit those moments. Like I remember when I was huge into baseball at the time, even though I had never played and I really wanted to play. And I remember blasting like Summer Rain. It's like cross game. It's a baseball anime. The opening. Oh my god. I would be blasting it. Oh my goodness. Trying to hype myself up. Saying, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do this. Like, don't worry guys. Oh my goodness. What a silly child I was. No, but it was great. Those were good times. Some of the best. And I can't stop thinking about them because it was nice. I'm dead. Nice. I don't know what I did with the smoke. I actually don't even remember if I didn't. I don't know why I thought I just smoke at a deagle. I'm being silly. I saw that happen in real time. Yo, can I hit a shot, by the way? Like, my god. I whiffed everything. Jet out. Wow, I'm trolling. Wait. Unlucky. Yeah, it would have been crazy if they just left that. I'm not feeling confident enough to up, I'm not gonna lie. They have a lot of stuns, like that Teho stun. Plus Neon is kind of crazy. Like how I did round one, I got stuck right there. Gotta rotate. Off. Back on. Nice, no time. I'm rotating. Oh my goodness. Indeed. I think I'll go play B. Jet B. That smoke is so annoying. Honestly, can I buy an op? Don't think I can. I should be playing in this space right here. Yote holds. Coming B. Nice. Wait, actually, just go knives. I could go knives. Nothing B main. Rotating. Oh my goodness, tail main. Default. Into. Our buy is not the best. One B main. 2 B main. Jet. Wow. Indeed. Oh my goodness. I don't know if we're good to fight any of these angles. We are kind of poor. None of the angles I've taken are good. Nothing B. Jet's up. Nice. Very interesting. Notice my mouse just double shot. Nothing B. He's a judge. That's so crazy, bro. I'm 1 HP too. I should have just pre-fired. Yeah, B main, B main. Not out, could be fake. I actually don't even know what to do in the situation. Oh, their util is so annoying. You know, updraft into tower. Does Tejo have troops? No. Nice. I'm down to do the same thing. One more CT, one more CT. Going for my gun, going for my gun. To Spectre. Heaven. Nice. Into. I think we could take either side pretty easily. Yeah, I think so too. My goodness, dude, I hit this jet 40. Oh my god. I cannot believe I stood still and this guy killed me. Into. Hmm. Yeah, we got picked right off the bat. We don't have anything as... No, we have Fid Dog, actually. But even then, I shouldn't be whiffing on this jet. Or dying to him, at the very least. Into. Yeah, that smoke, I couldn't see that guy on top there. No, they're just dash and day. Close, close, close. Neon stuck site. 40 neon. I mean, she died, but... Dude, after I plant, I got stuck there. I don't know. Maybe I saved dash to get out. I could have waited to plant. That was my bad. I think if I waited and we took sight, maybe it would have been better. Oh my god, there's another one, bro. No. Bro, it's so bad. Okay. Are we fighting mid? Let's regroup. Maybe go towards B. Yo, dog. $40 on Teo. $40 on Teo. Nice. Which way are you putting it? Push. Nice. GG, guys. Unlucky. It happens. No, but actually my hands feel the perfect temperature, I'm not gonna lie. This is like the ideal temperature that I want to be at. It is not too cold, not too hot. Not too cold, not too hot, but I will be right back really quickly. Okay, I like how I said BRB, as if any of you know how long that was. It could have been 20 minutes since I had gotten up, and now I'm finally coming back. It wasn't 20 minutes, but you get my point. I had to change mouse pads. Not gonna lie, I miss Forsaken. What is... On second thought. No, this pad is fine. I just... Felt kinda slow there. Also, we're actually moving this down. I have decided. We're making an executive decision. This goes 192. No other changes will be occurring to my sense. That is the only one. Pinky promise. Out of all the senses, that is going to be the only change. Yo, my match history kind of looking bad, no? These were not my fault. This one might have been. This one definitely I didn't play well. Let me stop trying to scapegoat. Honestly, the reason why I haven't played this game, I just have not been having as much fun as I used to. And I think it's mostly because it's just not as exciting. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I shouldn't even be playing calm. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I'm addicted to competitive queue thinking I need to do it when I don't. I could just be happy and unrated. I feel like people in unrated are so happy. I'm going to unrated because that's where all the happy people are. I think this is the happy queue. Therefore, I'm going. And I'm not looking back. I'm going to make amazing memories with the most precious and sweet and endearing and gentle, kindest, very honest queue possible. You know what skin I miss? I miss the Ion. I look at the skin and all the memories slid back. Cue the montage. The one that I have locked up unlisted that nobody will ever see. My goodness. I used to play this game so much. That's crazy. The grind was real. Now I look back at it and I'm like, not so exciting. And back then I had a lot more friends I could play with. At least that's what it felt like. These days. Not really. Last person I played with was Josh. That was fun. He's my only friend. I miss my large friend groups I used to have. But I feel like as time went on, we all like moved on or we went to like separate things. Life got to us. Don't get got by life. Because sometimes life will just... That was the noise of getting got. You couldn't tell. It's very specific, actually. Funny thing is, I haven't changed my sprays either since I don't know. I haven't touched sprays ever. What are these? Oh, pre-round only, okay. I don't even know why I have all of these. I actually have so many. I'm like, this is a lot. This is a lot of sprays. Wow. Okay. These are the ones I haven't unlocked. That's still a ton, no? That is a crazy amount. Also, I can change the buddy on this thing. I don't know why I'm still rocking this. Boop. Boop. I have enough of these immortal buddies that they can go on, like, literally everything, I'm pretty sure. It's the most useless thing ever. 2 is unassigned. I have 1 unassigned. No, I have both unassigned on 7. Not gonna lie, I kind of like having stuff over there though. Yeah, that one's kind of goated. Never. All right, Stinger, you're getting one, buddy. That one random ascendant buddy goes crazy. You're getting a buddy. Everybody gets a buddy. When the queue takes too long, that's when we start assigning buddies. She's on the Judge's Classic. You get a buddy. To show how much time I've lost to this really interesting game. Yo, did I pass him? Or am I blind? Oh, here they are. You get a buddy. Then I have one unassigned. I have two more unassigned. So I can put them on two more guns. Maybe the Guardian and the Outlaw. I don't use either of these guns, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're fighting a game. I am losing hope. Dang, that one ascendant buddy ruined my day. I don't even know what happened episode 8, man. What were we doing? If I look at it, surely I just wasn't playing the game. Yep. Wait a second. No, that's episode 7. Yep. Sounds about right. It's about to be this act. You know, maybe what's happening is that all the happy gamers, they're happily gaming right now. And, you know, they're all just collectively in a queue. Yeah. And what I need to wait on is just for the happy gamers games to finish. And then when it does, I can be a happy gamer too. It might take 10, 15, 20 minutes even. But I tell you what, I'm going to relish every single second. I'm not getting a queue. Game's dead. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What to do, what to do. I feel like if I get out of the queue now, I am absolutely losing chances on requeuing. So I shouldn't do that. Because then it's like guaranteed that I won't find a match. It's like that gambler's mindset. The next one could be it. You never know when you're about to hit gold. Keep digging. And then one has to wonder, My goodness. I'm trying to think. How did he talk again? He was like, indeed, we find ourselves contemplating. Yes, he would always start any sentence with indeed. My goodness. Iconic. Maybe I should start talking like that. Indeed, we find ourselves again in a continuous cycle of the clock going further and further down, and no closer are we to our goal. Indeed, one must consider as if they are fighting a battle that which cannot be won. Indeed, when time seems to stand still, perhaps that is when Q will be made. And at that point only will all matches be found. However, it seems that past the 10th minute, indeed the clock... Oh my god. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It worked. Wow. Now I'm with the happy gamers. Hold on. Well, since we're happy gaming, my other pick was, I was gonna go Sage. Alright. What's the other happy chamber? I knew it. Chambers to play. I mean, it's gotta be. It only makes sense, you know? Finally with the happy gamers. And now we're all gonna be happy. No one's gonna be yelling. The vibes are good. Actually, unrated might be the move for this game from now on. I'm not gonna lie. Unrated might just be the move. We shall see. And before my mouse dies, because it is actually really low. How long did it take? One round or? He wasn't having fun, man. He turned that on, bro. No, that... It definitely was the Jet. It was the Jet, bro. He came to play seriously. Dude, this is for the fun gamers. We are gaming for fun. The guy really close to the wall, to the left. Ah, actually got hit. Wait, what's happening? Into. That was crazy. I wasted all my bullets. Wait, he saw me. No, he saw me. That guy's coming. I like being teleporty. That's an adjective. I TP'd into nothing, by the way. My eye is closed. I can't see. I see nothing. Wait. Why did you destroy my trap? Not very nice. I can't see anything out my left eye. I just closed again. Oh, I hear him running away. Nice. Yo, I did that all with one eye open. That's so bad, my eye. He was contemplating. He might be a pacifist. The way he was shooting, it looked like he didn't want to kill you. I actually put that whole round with one eye open. Oh my goodness, why are my eyes crying? Stop. Oop. The tears won't stop. Yo, I found him. He's a link. Nice. Maybe these are tears of redemption. It's my soul cleansing itself. These tears are a sign that I need to Okay, let me stop. There shall be no tears of redemption here. I have my big whopper sniper. That's exciting. I didn't mean to click that. I did not mean to click that. Okay, can walk up here. I don't even do anything. Get him, guys. I participated in nothing in this round. nothing but kind support and thought. What skin does that? They walled mid. I mean, in theory, could smoke my trip, but nah, CT. I offered nothing again, and yet I came up on victorious. It's actually goated. Maybe unrated is the move. And the vibe's actually so good here. What the heck? I can walk around. Did nothing last 2 rounds. I am a bird, perched up right here. I shall stand firm. Really? I don't remember where I put the trip. I will just watch like the rest of this round. Nice. I did nothing that round and we won. It's the best. We're all just chilling, trying to have a good time. The vibes are nice. Wait, I haven't had the chance to use my big whopper sniper. I should just use it. Not because it's good to use here, but because I haven't used it. There's no chance there's somebody here. Like none. Don't worry, I'm holding down B. Yo, I have so much impact. Nice. No. GG, guys. No. I even stopped trying. No. I was standing in one spot. It was 1 round. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have aced that round. No. I had one eye open. It's not my fault. Now we're in for another 10-minute queue. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? That's perfectly fine. And understandable too. Like, sometimes That's just how the cookie crumbles. Yeah. How fun. Well, I mean, if we're in for another 10 minutes, I may as well blabber about something else. I have nothing to blabber about. It's like one of those things where, like, if you try to force it, nothing happens. So be it. I mean, I just don't have the words. I lack the vocabulary. It's a skill issue. Mental diff, brain gap, as they would call it. I'm being so silly. I needed water. I was dying. I'm sorry. I live now. I have consumed the essence of life. H2O. I'm way too dramatic. Oh my goodness. We're actually in for another 10-minute queue. Why did they forfeit? This was bound to happen. It's okay. Well, I've done everything that this money-hungry company has asked of me. I've put buddies and skins on everything. What more shall I spend my time doing? Looking at the shop on things I would never purchase? What is this? Bro, why is that so loud? Why is that so loud? Goodness. My ears actually kind of hurt. Shall I look at pro play? Is this the move? It has to be. It must be. It's not the move. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm kind of done. Nats being the only OG Team Liquid player still is crazy. It makes sense. Nats is never a problem. He's just goated. Learned everything I know from Nats. Well, that's not true. He doesn't play Duelist, but fundamentals. Those definitely came from Nats. My terrible fundamentals, because I have forgotten everything. So I'm not a good example by any means. I'm like the worst example. Should there even exist one? And so here we are. As the atom bomb locks in, it's you that I lie with. Oh, it's you. Iconic. If I ever need a good cry, I could just listen to that song. You know, whenever there's like so much going on and you don't have the chance to process what you're feeling or how you're feeling, and you're so consumed with whatever's going on in the moment that you really can't take a step back. And in those small gaps where there's just enough time to think about something, but not enough time to reflect on if that thought is really true, because not everything you think is true. Learning that fact and accepting that is not easy. Seeing thoughts as thoughts and not truth is important, but not easy. And I just had a thought, and I was trying to decipher whether or not the thought was true. But I don't know. I think I just really miss the people that I used to hang out with. I think that's what it is. The initial thought I had was like loneliness. But I don't necessarily think that is truth, because I don't think that's what I'm feeling. That was just the thought. Instead, what I'm feeling is more of a longing than a loneliness. Like, I long for the times that have long passed us. And the good, the bad, the moments for what they were. And just thinking that, like, that time's gone, you know? I don't have it anymore. I only have what's in front of me. And that is an 8-minute queue into sunset with happy gamers. Let's go. Fantastic. Okay. Alright. Well. Yeah. Yeah. These are some interesting usernames. Okay. Well, we are unrated gamers. I would not expect anything less. It only makes sense. It's like a duh, like an obviously. Like that just makes sense. Surely. Oh no. They've fallen asleep at the wheel. Wake up, soldiers. No. No. Not like this. 20 seconds, please. Okay. My boy Tapwater is out. Said the queue is too long. Oh! Never mind. Just in time. Fantastic. Wonderful, even. Best case scenario. I also think what I long for is the organic nature in which those moments came. Like it wasn't anything that needed to be forced. It just happened. You know? Like you don't need to say anything. It just organically, naturally just happens. And I love moments like those where it just nobody needs to say anything, but we're all following that same path, or that same we're all existing in that same moment without needing to state it. You know, it goes unsaid. I don't know where the quote came from, and I was trying to find it, but it was like the simplest of romance is what isn't said, not what is. And I really thought about that because I think it's not speaking towards the idea of love being unspoken, but the essence of in those moments where there's tension built on what isn't said and what can be communicated without words carries its own unique shape of romance, which is true. And I think it also reflected on the idea of how so easily people are drawn to like the conclusion, like the big buildup of like romantic things, like oh my god, kiss already, or like oh my god, like date already. You know, it's like so quick to the end, but never really relishing the moment. And I have noticed that sometimes, even with like my audience, like I'm not gonna lie, like for example, the last series, everybody was like, "Oh my god, kiss already!" It's like, yo, just live the moment. Let these characters have this moment. You know, it's not about it's not about the kissing, please. There's so much more. You know, the romance is built on not the fact that they kiss, but rather on what led them to feel that way. You know, but yeah, this small thing that kind of annoyed me a little bit. Well, maybe annoyed isn't the right word, but it definitely was on my mind. But I just got baited. It was worth. But yeah, an interesting thought. No. Surely this guy's not KFC. That is an interesting crosshair. I think part of part of what I enjoy even more, I like exploring different ideas. Like more recently, I'm exploring like that concept of the unspoken, like the idea of friendships and what isn't said, but also still having meaningful conversations. And even now, it's like I see comments that are like, "Oh my god, please don't tell me we're getting friend zoned," or something like this. Yeah, that guy's cheating for sure. But like, what was I saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with having a healthy friendship and like somebody that you can rely on before you start dating. Like, come on, before you get into a committed relationship, you have to have some level of chemistry and proven history of, you know, I can rely on you and you've been there for me in those times. And exploring that idea is not a is you know, like, I don't know. It speaks towards perhaps the comprehension or perhaps my own inability to communicate this idea well enough to be understood. But some things, it's gonna sound like a pun, just need to be left unsaid, you know? Left for interpretation, and just accepting that as soon as you produce anything, it's no longer yours to dictate how it's interpreted. I mean, obviously you could tell people like the intention, but like, it's like a literature teacher hyper-analyzing text. The author was clearly trying to. It's like, bro could have just accidentally forgot to put a comma there, you know? How do we differentiate intention from accident? But I guess that leans more into the clearly defined versus what isn't, and what are things that can be analyzed by extrapolating a little bit further than what is plain. So I'm sure you could say to what extent these things can be argued, and I'm certain they are, by literature academics who are not me and have plenty more understanding on how these things are conveyed than I would. But I actually don't even know how I got to what I was talking about. Oh no, I was talking about being annoyed at the fact that romance being left unspoken seems to be a concept that is polarizing or just not well understood. Even in the small ways that I try to communicate it. And I think part of the essence of like having a channel or anything like that is that it's a living thing, you know? It doesn't stay the same. Yeah, I mean it could, but I don't. And so the work that I create is not going to remain the same. Like the stuff I did years ago is nothing compared to some of the ideas and concepts and like facets of relationships that I want to explore contemporarily. Alright, bro. I'm at least gonna kill this guy. Alright, never mind. I did not kill that guy. But I think it speaks towards some of the new ideas that I learn about or I find interesting with time and the new experiences that I have in life, you know? And that's the beauty of creating. You can speak towards in that moment and what you've been through. And it gives me a sense of like an outlet. And spaces I can explore like ideas. Safe spaces to be able to explore these ideas. It really sounds all selfish because to a certain extent it has to be, no? And that's one thing that I've come to terms with is that, at least for me, the nature in which I create is very selfish. Because it has to be. I mean, those experiences come from lived moments that, you know, I directly had. Not the story-wise, but like in terms of having to act out, you know? Those come from more of a method acting approach where I'm pulling from lived experience and considering how truly would I react in those moments and using that to fuel and funnel how things are being positioned. Okay. I'm done with my soliloquy. I'm sorry. Don't catch me ranting again. Never, never, never. I'm sure that guy's annoyed. It's like, Joe, what are you doing here? That's what I would say. I would be annoyed at myself. He's actually there. Just something to consider. Hmm. Like, we got shit on. Hmm. I was thinking about. Oh, my mind's going through several different things. Hold on. I need to slow it down. I was thinking about nighttime and what that means, especially given my. That just leads me down another rabbit hole. I remember one day, I forgot what time it was. Maybe it was like 4 a.m. But I randomly went outside and I stood on the roof of our garage. And I just looked at the stars. And I was just having a whole moment where I was thinking, how it was a moment of realization of how incomprehensibly small my existence was relative to everything. Is putting my life in existence in context. I was like 14. It was like having a whole moment of like realizing there's so many stars. Yo, the fact that guys crouch there is crazy. And thinking about trying to grasp them in the palm of my hand. So I would be reaching up at the sky, trying to physically capture what I saw and comparing in size, literally and metaphorically. My small existence trying to contain this vast universe, all in my tiny fist. And how that wouldn't be possible, but nonetheless. Indeed. Nonetheless, it was a happy memory for me, sitting up there on the roof for hours. And how happy I was to have just had the chance to be in existence to bear witness to all that was, you know, that beauty that I saw that night. Incomparable. Just like, I have these moments where I think about really beautiful spaces and places and moments I've had the chance to see and be with. And in some cases, there are moments that are just like so simply beautiful that I just can't even comprehend trying to like remember exactly what that moment looked like. But what I do recall is the feeling that it gave me. I mean, I can try to picture what a full night sky looks like far away from light pollution, where it felt like I could see the galaxies. But I think what I'm remembering isn't the picture, but the feeling. And I think that says something about how people recall things. You know, people recall things through their senses, and not everybody recalls the senses the same way. I'm trying to figure out in what way do I recall things, and what way do I reflect memory with, you know? Something to think about. I actually don't know how I remember things. I feel like a lot of how I used to remember things would be through sounds. It's certainly not touch. In some cases it might be. Like how cold a little slide at the playground used to be when it would snow. And I would just... Or that day when I just walked in the rain. That was also a moment. When it was raining and I was walking around town. That was a good time. Okay, I kind of trolled there. I should have held close. Fought one person, not both. Anyway. No, I do recall the feeling of snow underneath my shoes. And blasting Nano. I remember. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And I will stand in the rain until I know that without you this is where I'm. Yo, iconic. I remember that day. Memory is fun. It's interesting how like these little things connect you back to like moments in time. At least for me. Smokes are about to give. Okay. There was a way, but it probably involved smoking that angle and then fighting the guy in front of me. However, I did not think that far ahead. Yeah. Or listening to Arukara. Oh my goodness. Those days. Those days. And then I'll play like an album of theirs or just listen to Nano and instantly be taken back to that time period. Just like instantly. And I can recall exactly how I felt back then. Which is, again, part of what I was talking about initially, separating the nostalgia from the memory. And separating the feelings I had in that moment versus the romanticism I have for that moment, you know? Like, no doubt back in these times, I was extraordinarily depressed and going through it. And yet, I still have the capacity to look back on these moments, not fondly, in terms of, like, oh, that was I don't know. It's, like, not a happy moment, but a happy memory. And I feel like those are two distinctly different things that are okay to separate, you know? These are, like, mutually exclusive. Interesting. I don't know. Lately, I've been feeling like I haven't been reflecting as much as I should be, and that's perhaps why I have these feelings and thoughts coming more often than previously. Because I just haven't given myself the space or time. Or maybe I just haven't found that space or time to be able to reflect. And so, like, this is one of those moments for me. while I aimlessly play horribly on Valorant. It's like just one of those times. And in the grand scheme of it all, the value comes more from what I can take from the experiences. Not necessarily what happened, but what I learned from what happened. Okay. Can I just be honest? Why is Chamber TPing here? It's like ever. Like, what is he doing? That is the least. I misplayed that because I had my E up too. Like, I definitely could have dashed, but also, why is he doing that? There's no reason to do that. And then back then when Sword Art Online first aired, oh my goodness. It doesn't take much for me to go down a trip of memory lanes, and I enjoy that for the time being while I have my facility to be able to do that. You know, who knows, when I get older I might not have the capacity to actually recall these moments, but for now I can. And I don't know, maybe one day listening back to this, for whatever reason, if I think about like, oh, that one video I did where I was just rambling about old memories, it'll take me back. It'll take me back to exactly where I needed to be, or where I wanted to be. You know, maybe when I'm old and like 80 on my deathbed. Why is everything back to death, bro? I swear. Sorry, it's just my mind. I'm not hyper fixated on death, but okay. Yeah, this guy has killed me so many times in weird angles. Anyway. It's just kind of the essence of what I think is relatively important, the end. Because you'd never know when that could be. I wonder, is this a result of that seizure I had? Like, now I am always thinking about things relative to death? Well, that's not true, because I feel like that's a concept I've always been obsessed with exploring. The idea of nothingness and momentary. The momentariness? No, that's not the right word. Life is the longest thing you'll experience. But it could easily, you know, be taken just like that, you know? There's a word to describe that. I'm not quite sure what it is right now. It's not the spontaneity, but... I don't know what word I would use to define it, but... I swear this guy is wall hacks. He has to. There's no way. I made no noise. There's no indication that I was there. And he was holding the whole time. Like, I heard him take the step. As if he knew I was there. That is so interesting. Very interesting. Just something to consider, I guess. And I think it all comes back to that same core idea, where I don't think I'm feeling like lonely. I think I just really miss those moments. And my new circumstance has me longing for wanting to return back. That's kind of a pattern of human experience, you know? You live life and then you recognize that you perhaps want to go back because you look fondly and romanticize your past. Always wanting to look back, you know? Collectively, people say the past was better. Return back to how great we used to be, or we were. Really, things might not have actually been that great. And that's exactly the separation of the memory and the experience that I think are important to make. Because sure, plenty of memories that I can look back on fondly, but those experiences in those moments may have been agonizing or even like traumatic. But nonetheless, it's not exactly what's being extrapolated given how so far removed I am. And I only recall those days because I think that in my case, consistently, I wasn't living in the moments like I wish I had been. Or maybe I was, and that's why I have these memories. Because I was living in the moment, that's what makes me feel glad that I did and look fondly on it, because I knew one day I'm going to look back on this moment. And here I am, years later, looking back on those moments. How interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Something to think about more, and think about the thoughts that I have, even as they come, because I understand how deceiving my own thoughts can be. Indeed, one's thoughts can be a trap, unbeknownst to your own self, laid out right in front, clear as day, plain as day, obvious. And yet, we find ourselves still walking into the door and landing flat on our face. I don't know. I feel like my I don't knows used to be so gray. But they aren't gray anymore, They're more saturated. Saturation has gone up, I mean to say. Colors are a lot more clear. And I feel like my I don't knows are now more filled with different colors. And they used to be so gray. Perhaps what I look fondly on is the juxtaposition between where I was and where I am now, and how I didn't know that I would be okay and I would end up where I am. And it's that like juxtaposition that just gets my mind going. Like, you had no idea, and yet here we are. You had no intention necessarily on leading up to this point where we are, but yet, somehow, all the same, we end up in the same place. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, I feel like I've long rambled far too much this time around. That's okay. It's not such a bad thing. I don't think, at least. Only time will tell. I'm stalling until this video hits 2 hours and 30 minutes because I like round numbers. Okay, boom. Yes, we hit it. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Unless I need to, well, I'm not going to look through this whole thing. Never mind. Anyway. We did it. Ooh. That was a moment. That was a moment indeed. Well, I think I'm going to listen to some music and like nosedive into some of these thoughts that I have found myself having. I'm trying to make them make sense to me. And so be it, I will. Thanks for hanging and listening to me talk nonsense. I can English, come on, you can do that. I appreciate it. It's very sweet. You didn't have to, and yet here you are. And here I am. And here we are. Okay. Good night.